Think Again, Inc. Think Again, Inc. What do Harvard students think about America? And this is gonna be show just how unintellectual our highest intellects truly are.
America has always been a fascist country. We're fighting fascistic tendencies in the United States.
It feels almost like a dictatorship.
Since you hate America, here's a one-way ticket out.
Not coming back.
We're here at Harvard asking students how they feel about America and if they would revoke their citizenship and take a one-way ticket to leave and never return.
So let's start with, what do you think of your country?
It's been getting really crazy.
America has always been a fascist country.
It feels almost like a dictatorship in some ways.
And also with the ICE thing, God, there's so much more going on with America.
Our civil rights.
Yeah. Kick out people that don't belong. Kick out all the illegals. All the illegals. Again, like I've always said, these people have no real real stake in the race. No real stake, no real understanding. I understand. I have a stake. My wife's from India on a visa. My father came here from Mexico, worked hard to become a citizen. I have tias and tios that are here. I understand. And guess what? We don't want people breaking the law and given more than those like my father, those like my wife that are working hard to be here.
That's where we're about.
I don't know if we'll survive Trump's presidency, man.
You think America is a fascist country?
A lot of people would say that.
Why do you think?
Fascism, an ideology that puts nations of race above nation and race above freedom, centralizes authoritarian power, and crushes dissent by force. The thing is, all these people are allowed to continue speaking and chirping. There's no crushing it by force.
I think it's fascist.
A lot of people
freedom's
feel like
more
they
important.
cannot exercise their freedom of speech or freedom of religious practice or expression. If you critique the government, if you speak out, there's a chance the president will tweet about you and attempt to harass you.
You still have these checks and balances and systems, yet people still think it's not a democracy. Why is that?
With our current president, those checks and balances have been violated in some ways. Like, it makes me feel uneasy.
What is the number one thing that you guys would change in your country immediately without even thinking twice about it?
Immigration laws.
You guys want to expand on that?
I just think it's really inhumane what is going on right now in this world. This is stolen land already, and if you're going to make arguments about people that are and aren't allowed to be here, I don't think it holds any value. And
You think it's a stolen land?
I think that
The first thing I would do is remove ourselves from foreign conflicts. Even if one dictator's bad, we're hearing one side of the story.
I think the United States has broken international law, undermining the sovereignty of places like Iran and Venezuela.
Do you think the situation is that bad that people would be interested in revoking their citizenship and moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say you hate America and aren't proud to be a citizen?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I mean, yeah.
Is there any country you would rather live?
Copenhagen and Denmark.
Copenhagen!
I would go to Ireland.
New Zealand.
If we gave you one-way ticket, would you take to leave America and to move to New Zealand? To Ireland, Belfast, I think? Completely move out of the country? Not coming back.
Oh,
I did just get into Harvard. That's a really hard question.
no, I think by the end of the day, we're still stuck.
That's the thing. They'll never leave. Because in the end, they know they will never have it better anywhere else. They will never have it better anywhere else. Like for me, if I was given a one-way ticket, I still wouldn't go. Even though I'm on the below the poverty line, even though I work so much, even though I'm trying to do a lot, even though it's a very stressful, I am not going to go to some other location because I know I have it better here. Maybe once I'm situated here, then I can go because I'm planning on having a place in India, traveling India, getting a car. I would love to do that. I would love to explore India. I could spend years just traveling around India. Of course, I can spend years traveling around the US, but maybe at some point, But that's the thing. I'm honest with myself. These people aren't.
In this together.
I have obligations.
All right,
I got
awesome.
family here. I got school here.
Nation above freedom sounds like oxymoron. It's not, because, well, Nazi Germany was a nation, but their freedom was the freedom that was allowed, or the freedom of their nation. Anyone that spoke ill of it was, well, not allowed to speak. Just like China. China's a nation. It's more important. Their borders, the way they're perceived to the world is more important than, well, than the freedoms their people are allowed.
All right, fine. We'll take that as a no.
Practically, I think it would probably be a poor idea.
Like, there is still like a lot of good opportunities in America.
Born and raised in America, my whole family's here, my whole life is here. This has been home, this is opportunity. I'll never be able to take that away from, you know, the place that I was born in.
When given a real chance to leave, no one takes it. It's easy to criticize a system you benefit from, but when that system is taken away, the reality becomes a little more complicated.
Yeah. They're not going to give it up. They're not going to give it up. They get funded by it. They're funded by the way this is. They're funded by the way this is. These people need to be honest with themselves. As soon as they're honest with themselves, everyone can start having a discussion. They can have a discussion and talk to each other. Yeah, North Korea, another prime example. Because the fact that they're able to speak that publicly, their hate and distaste for the president, their hate and distaste for the nation, their hate and distaste for federal officials, they can state that publicly. What happens in China if you say something ill about Xi Jinping? What happens in North Korea if you say something ill about Kim Jong-un? What happens what used to happen in Iran when you said something ill about the supreme leader? What happened in Venezuela when you said something bad about Maduro? What happened? It's just like this stuff. We know for a fact how this operates, what an authoritarian kind of system looks like. We have examples of it around the world. The problem is that because authoritarian governments are the way they are, silencing anyone that speaks out, people who are lightly educated in the West only see the propaganda being pumped out of these authoritarian nations and go like, well, those are working. Of course they are working. It's all you see that they are sending out. You don't see what's actually happening. You're not hearing the people that are unhappy like you are. Why is it you are the one that America has so many people that are unhappy? India has so many people that are unhappy. But when it comes to places like Iran, comes to places like North Korea, comes to places like China, nobody's unhappy. Nobody's unhappy. Speaks volumes. The silence speaks volumes. Because no matter what, you'll never be truly happy. Never be truly happy in the nation you're in. I have to clarify, because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a married man. I am happy. I am happy. But in the nation you're in, you'll never be truly happy. There's always going to be one or two things. Like me, they need to be harder on crime. Start pushing more for capital punishment. Even more so. I don't want my taxpayer dollars feeding these monsters. Animals belong in cages, and some of them, some dogs just need to be put down. Some dogs just need to be put down. The only nation for which I'd leave my nation is Uganda. Of course, better there. Of course, it's better there.
So bad. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.